What's up, knife lovers? This is your boy JT. It has been a while since I posted. I'm still in the knife game and I'm still always on the hunt and on the lookout for these amazing deals. So I was at my local Walmart and I came across this, had to do my research. This is the SOG Pro 3.5 kit. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so we're kind of used to seeing this kind of kit coming from brands like Camillus, Ozark Trail, Mossy Oak, but SOG is a pretty reputable brand in the knife enthusiast community. I've never seen anything like this from them, so I had to check it out. This was $22.47 at my local Walmart. Your area might differ a little bit. What you get in here is a fixed blade knife, which comes with its own corresponding sheath. You get a large fixed blade knife, and you get this cool flat tool. These are becoming ever more popular. This one in particular has a line cutter, a flathead screwdriver built in, and a bottle opener. They're labeling these parts as stainless steel. In other words, they're not going into detail on what kind of steel is. With my experience, this is a pretty good indicator that it's probably not the best steel or something that competes with the best steels out there, but it's probably something that at least can hold a decent edge and can be sharpened easily. Without further ado, let's open her up and see what we got. We've successfully unpackaged our kit. Now, I've seen kits where the tools all seem to fit in some kind of multi-sheath. This is not the case with these. These are individual tool sets. Starting with the flat tool, it does have some kind of a lanyard hole, possibly affix some kind of key ring and make it a key ring kind of tools that you can take everywhere, or kind of like a fallback emergency tool for when you don't bring your main toolkit with you. It could also be something you throw in your tackle box or in your toolbox, or even if your glove compartment in your car, something you could always keep handy as a backup. Getting to the folding knife, we have an overall length of 7.1 inches as per the packaging, which I do like packaging like this because even though it doesn't go into detail about the metallurgy of the steel, it does seem to detail the dimensions about the product pretty well, and I appreciate that. Blade length seems to be just a little bit over 3 inches at 3.15 inches. They're calling the finish hard case black, which, to be honest with you, this is a very black. I mean, there's no hue of blue or anything in here, or granite. This is straight up a black finish. Seems to be some kind of a oxide coating. The scales seem to be some kind of a standard thermoplastic. Nothing fancy like Kydex or G10. Just your standard plastic that you would get in a budget knife from Walmart, but of course with a fancy SOG label on it. Now, of course, we're understanding that this is probably something out of their value line, so we can't treat it as something that's comparable to the other knives of the SOG line, but it's still nice to see that we can get a budget kit at a decent price that brings probably a starting amount of tools for somebody who's getting into the hobby now. Seems to be pretty sharp, nice clip point style, SOG laser edge insignia, and then we have a thumb stud, which works very well. These knives are not assisted, but the thumb stud works plenty well. I like this skeletonized style liner. It does occur on both sides, and as you guys have known in my other videos, it's really nice to see that the liner lines up right under the blade and not on the edge, which can be dangerous. You got 3 T8s on the dorsal side of the knife, securing the liners to the scales, and then you have 2 T6s right here on the center that secure the main bearing. Moving on to the fixed blade knife, has pretty good weight on it. I like the way that the handle feels. Very texturized. Seems to be some kind of a rubber overmold design, but it still retains the T6 bolts, probably for aesthetic purposes. It is a full tang design, which is highly appreciated. Good jimping here right on the back of the blade. Not too shabby, SOG. I like that. It does have a false edge right before achieving what appears to be a drop point blade. I could definitely appreciate that as well. Laser etched SOG over here. Obviously, these knives, even though they're probably designed or assembled in the US, they're made in China, although this value line in particular is probably completely made in China. Recurve blade here in the beginning of the belly, which a lot of you are going to like for some hunting purposes. And then of course you have your sheath, which has a snap secure closure here. Knife fits very snug into the sheath. As with all brand new sheets, it's gonna need a little bit of a break-in period to get this to happen effortlessly. I had to really press on it to get it to fit. Little desiccant bag wedged up in here in the belt loop. Standard sheath, nothing special, nothing crazy. Same cookie cutter sheaths that you get on some of these value knives, but the belt loop is ample enough to fit many sizes of belts. you know, your standard value stuff, guys. But at least for people that are trying to enter the hobby, it's not a bad way to start. You're starting with a brand that's reputable, a brand that cares about their quality of their products, and they will stand behind it. Pretty decent warranty. I believe I've reviewed at least one SOG knife in the past. I plan to do more because I do like the brand a lot. With that out of the way, guys, a sub $20 kit that gets you a fixed blade, a folding knife, and a tool. Can't go wrong with that. But I want to know what you guys think. Have you guys seen this on the shelf at your local Walmarts? And if you have, let me know what you thought about it, and let me know if there's other kits out there that you think are of good value and you would like for me to review. Thanks for visiting the channel, guys. I appreciate you guys bearing with me, even though I've been really busy. Haven't been able to put videos out with the frequency that I like to, but I'm still here. I'm still into knives. I love these things. I want to keep reviewing them, and I have a couple in my backlog, if you will, to get to. With that out of the way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you on the next one, guys.